As a lifelong reader of National Geographic, I have been exposed to the world. As an artist with today's technology, I have been exposed to people from all over the world. With this special issue, National Geographic has chosen to make us more involved in the world. I'll be jumping into this issue in an art way. I have chosen to use topics from certain pages and make my own issue. Sometimes I will use National Geographic's layout format. Sometimes I will use the title from a chosen page. Sometimes I will use an image from a chosen page. In no way am I affiliated with National Geographic, and in no way is it my intention to deface National Geographic. This is a fun art project. Please play along. Use the hashtag #AprilNatGeoArt, all one word, as your posts. Thanks and enjoy. Me, Beth. And my Instagram is at 4x8 Paper Stuff if you want to see a close-up. So let's get going. There is journaling in this episode. It's just tons and tons of chatter also. I'm going on an adventure by myself. My mother used to go on these adventures with me sometimes, most of the time, until the last 2 years or so. But I'm going to Charlotte to the Container Store because, you know, container fetish. Yes, that's me. But I'm going on a back road to avoid a lot of the morning traffic through Columbia. And it's prettier, obviously. And I'll just post as I go a little bit here and there. And I had somebody from the Netherlands like my journals who I like her stuff. And I actually ordered some stuff from her Etsy shop because I like it. And I like to support people who I like. I support Pear Teeth stickers. I don't know why I'm talking about all this. But anyhow, okay. It's kind of overcast and cloudy, but it'll clear off. And here we go. I just passed up a rest area that had free maps. Oof. Who am I? I actually have way more maps than I could possibly use, but I never have the ones I want when I want them. You know how that goes? But I decided since we're going to probably pass rest areas this weekend.
In 10 miles, take exit 55 onto South Carolina 97 toward Great Falls.
Okay. Since we're going to pass rest areas this weekend because we'll be crossing the border into Georgia, I'll get some. My husband always has to stop, so anyhow. I did some damage at the Container Store. I might be rearranging my shelves again. But I don't know. I bought some sizes to test. They're very streamlined, these containers and their drawers. And they're not too expensive. But we'll see. And I think I'm going to inherit a china cabinet for my room, which is going to reduce the amount of storage I have for my fabric. It's not going to reduce it. I'm going to have to put it someplace else. I don't know where. But it will look pretty in my room. And then I'll have like 2 pieces of pretty furniture and some metal shelves and a desk around the corner. Maybe I can finally do a room tour. But we're thinking we may have to stage the house with some furniture. And since I'm going to be taking those pieces might be ones that we leave since they're nice. Anyhow, we shall see. Okay, I'm talking to a phone on the interstate. But it is a very nice day. It is 81 outside. And the sky is a beautiful color blue. So I did some damage at the Container Store. And I did some damage at Paper Source, which is actually a gift shop / paper store. It's the one I like in New York. Curti, the one by the Highline Trail. But they had some stuff that I could get for Bella's birthday. So I went ahead and did that while I was there. So half of it's Bella's. And half of it, half of that other half is stuff for a letter to my mom and dad's friends that I agreed to write. To let them know some of the ones that they traveled with over the years and people that they just talked to on the phone or got Christmas cards from. I'm sending out a letter that she asked me to do. Policeman, bye. Okay, policeman's behind me. Anyhow, so I ordered stationery paper off of Amazon, just some plain like stuff that you can print on that had flowers on it. But she loved blue and white, and her kitchen was blue and white in California growing up, and her kitchen here was blue and white, and their bedroom was blue and white. And I'm going to just very, very, very tiny somehow do watercolors on a master and then photocopy it and then print the letter on that. And so I bought some blue envelopes to go with it, and some little not a heart, because my mother was not cheesy, and I think a heart would be too cheesy, but I think I just got circles, and then I'm going to stamp an M for their last name on the back of the envelope. And I had to pick up her ashes yesterday. I thought that was going to be easy. I couldn't do my dad's, and I'm like, well, I slept in the room where my dad's ashes were the last 2 weeks of my mom's life, and I'm like, I could pick up her. It was not easy. That was yesterday, but they're both together again, ashes to ashes next to each other, and now we gotta wait for my other sister to come back out here, probably like next year maybe, and spread their ashes. But it's sad to think that, oh, never mind, I can't say it. Never mind, bye. All right. Yes, I've been working on this room for a very long time, and no, it's not finished. And I do have a lighting problem, but this is temporary here. This is magnetic, and these little things have magnets on them, and they're hanging on there, but they're just put on with these zip tie things that I got out of my husband's toolbox. It's temporary. I want to put it someplace else. It has these flimsy, flimsy little tiny hanger thingies, but it's definitely blocking some of my like underhead lighting, these little things. I have two big lights here, but and then I have a big huge box of, this is like my daily work box. Daily work washi, more daily work washi, drawers back behind it, drawers back behind here, iPad for watching, drawers over there, drawers here, iPad, a box of pens, another box of pens, another box of mementos. This is a beautiful heart little trinket tray that my friend that I grew up with got me at Christmas time, and it has like crystals in the bottom. So it's purple for me, it's a heart for me, and the crystals are like extra good luck. This little thing, I think I got in Greece. Maybe? I think. Is a trinket tray. On my paint plate. These are markers, but I took the tin. I bought them for the tin. They're Crayola. Look at this. I think it's supposed to be like New York, but I love it. But that is metal, and I can't get it off. I might have to put like black tape over it or something. But there's like ephemera bits in there. This box has all my letters that I pull out of magazines. Behind me, this is what I got at the Container Store. This is a gigantic fat mess still. There's a shelf. I can't get back any farther. There's a shelf. There's filing cabinets. 3. One right there. One right there. A space. A little munchkin dog. Hello. Trash. Another filing cabinet. And then a shelf on top. And then just washi tape, don't worry. Some of my like jelly plates and what do you call these things? Brayers. But this is a gigantic mess still. This really all needs to be in the filing cabinets, but I have not taken the time. I haven't had the time to properly organize these filing cabinets. Theoretically, they have files of, and my quilts are just hiding my sins. There's sins behind there, there's sins behind there, and there's sins behind that purple one back there. And lots of sin at the top. But these are a huge possibility. These are stackable. They're streamlined. They're come in different sizes. There's a wide drawer that's like 14 by 14 that will fit under this as a base. I just got these 3 are the same size, and they're basically like a file cabinet drawer, an old 3x5 file cabinet drawer. This is deep and big. That's still empty. I might put tall paints in here. I'm having to hide my paints. See? Don't tell anybody. Little bottles, medium-sized bottles are in this one. The Target paints that I like fit in here perfectly. And the little tiny bottles, which I refill these because these are good for like taking places. The girls are getting into my stuff. Bella would not do it on her own. Olivia, she comes in here. These children, we love them dearly. And the rest is still a disaster. But we can do this. Well, until today. Oh dear. I went to Charlotte today. To the Container Stores where I went. That's that purple quilt hiding a multitude of sins. This is my chair. This is an iPad watcher that I can sit here in my chair. These are just trash bags that I haven't taken out yet. I got Bella some clothes. Anyhow, I can't cover that vent up. This is Bogey's little resting spot. These are Olivia and Bella's things. And then there's fabric in these 3 cabinets. A mishmash of stuff to go through. A rolly cart. And all my precious books, which half of them are maps. But anyhow, my old sewing machine. So I work on the other side of this. And that box is all New York, if I get back into it. This box was Paris. And now I just put a bunch of stuff in there. Because, so see, here's my work spot. All of that. There's my camera stand, my chair. And that's basically where I work. And then this cabinet is pretty. And then my grandmother's china cabinet is theoretically going to come in here. And it's a little bit, oh, it may not fit there. That could be a deal breaker. This is all artwork of Bella's. Anyhow, these girls, Olivia, they come in our house only when we're home. But they'll come in and I'll be in my bedroom like watching TV or my iPad back there. I don't watch TV anymore. I watch an iPad. And those are a bunch of quilt magazines and books and favorite books. Anyhow, it's a mess. Okay. Olivia comes in here. And I might be back in our bedroom watching my iPad back there. And she comes in here and she'll say, Mima, I'm borrowing this or I'm borrowing that. I'm like, okay. Now, we haven't told them they can't do that. But their parents are aware of where they are. Their parents are what we call new age parenting. They were on our dock last night fishing, which they have their own dock, and they caught fish off of our dock, which those fish will eventually swim next door and be at their house. But we just got that whole thing revamped, and they're standing on the wire that's like a guardrail on it's hard to describe, but there's a chair rail. Who is that? Oh, like I think that's. Hello? What are you doing?
I just want to get the stuff.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Where's the butterfly stuff?
I put it on the counter. It's right here.
Okay.
Are you hiding from your brother?
Hey, bugs. Bogies.
Did you get your O?
Huh?
You got your O. Yeah. Is that all of it?
Yeah.
Do you want your magnets?
What?
Your high ice cream magnet?
Oh, yeah.
And your hamburger? Oh, you didn't paint your hamburger, did you?
I just did the ice cream.
You want to take the hamburger home?
Yeah, sure. Well, I'm going to keep it here for
Oh, okay.
later on.
All right. That's fine. That's fine. Okay. Tell your mom thank you for those again. That was fun.
Okay.
All right. See you later.
Bye.
Bye. They just come in the house. See what I mean? Almost got caught. Anyhow, they're messing with our wire and they're working on breaking that. And Ken fussed at him last night, politely. And then he took buckets down there and tipped them over so that they can use those to stand on. Because it's the two tiny ones, the twins. They're not tall enough to hang over the railing with their fishing poles. But you can go home and fish. We had to hide our fishing poles because they're very destructive. And I'm just not... They're in our yard. They're in the next door neighbor's yard. They're in the next door neighbor's yard from there all the time. Now their yard is finished, so there's plenty of stuff for them to play with over there. Complain, complain, complain. If it wasn't the dogs, it's the kids. Okay. I think this is my section today. Is that right? What came after Smart Step? Expeditions. Embark. Nope, that's not it yet. Oh, this. Okay. And I have this little note to myself, layout. But I think I'm going to use this layout. I don't know how I'm going to do it. I might pick up the word embark. But I don't know that. I love my penguin page, though. And I haven't even looked at yours yet, Curtie. I've been gone all day. It is 6 o'clock. And now I'm going to start my art. But that's okay. So, I've babbled enough. I'm going to fast forward while I work. Once I figure out what I'm going to do.
23 minutes in. Let's start the art. Okay. So, I have, my lights are so bright that I can use, this is Tomoe River paper, which is the paper that's inside the Hobonichi, or very close to it. I am taking a black Sharpie and making thick lines. I'm actually tracing the lines that are in the actual magazine. I am taking my Amy Tangerine permanent marker and doing the thin lines, because that's a little thinner pen. And I still don't know what I'm going to do, but I'm going to use this layout. And I think I want to use the word embark. And then I thought, okay, I like the yellow line. There's a yellow line in that top column and in the second column. Or cell, I guess is the right word, cell. But that little cell to the left has a circle in it on the magazine page. So I'm going through my stamps and looking for a circle. Now, Kelly Perky, I am a member of her monthly Traveler's Notebook subscription kit, and I have collected quite a few stamps from her over the months. It comes out monthly, and there's one that has a heart in it, and I'm going to put that heart in there. Now, it's a smidgen bigger than this cell, but it's not going to break it for me. And I'm doing it in black. Kind of would have done that differently after I finished the page, but oh well. And then I'm thinking, okay, I went to Paper Source today, and I got some washi tape, and I think they're that Rifle Paper Company. They're very frilly and very pretty. 3 different washi tapes. So I'm going to do that. But then I thought, okay, I'm going to paint these cells because Tomoe River paper is luscious to paint on. Obviously, it's like a Hobonichi paper, if it's not the same thing. I think I've asked you this before, Curtie. Is it the same thing? Anyhow. So I'm just taking my favorite colors and putting in some pinks and oranges and yellows in these cells. Not sure what I'm going to put in the cell. Not sure if I'm even going to put it. And I'm sorry I cut off my camera. I moved everything so many times this evening. I don't know where I've moved everything to. I'm sorry. Too much complaining. Too much room tours. Too much stuff. Anyhow. So I am painting these cells. Now I kind of wish I had done it in rainbow order, but it's too late. And I'm not going to start over because it's going to take me forever to edit this thing. And I really, really am liking just the beautiful bright colors on the Tomoe River paper. But I've got blank spots. And I don't know what I'm going to do. But I'm thinking this washi tape keeps calling me. And it's in one of my new magnetic trays right above my head or right at my head. So we're opening up the washi tape. And I do think it's rifle paper or close to it. Look on my Instagram picture. You'll see it up close. But they're beautiful, and I just wanted to use them since they're brand new. And in and amongst all this, my husband is interrupting me. The dog is interrupting me. The neighbor kids are interrupting me. So this is turning into a really frilly, girly, for lack of a better term, page. And I also bought that bicycle stamp because it was on half price and I couldn't resist. So I'm getting out turquoise ink and going to ink my bicycle stamp up and put it in some of these blank spots. And it's just turning into a frilly, girly Paris, for lack of a better word, because of the bicycles, or Amsterdam, I guess. And I'm trying to get the tire on the left-hand side, but because this is not acrylic, I can't see what I'm doing. And 4 times is a charm, but it really kind of got off. But oh well, I'm going with it. So now I'm thinking I'm going to, there's hearts on one of these monthly subscription stamps from Kelly Perky, and I'm going to put the hearts in the top section with the turquoise ink. And that I can see what I'm doing. So pardon my head and my gray hair. Basically, it turned into a really frilly page, which this does not reflect me, but apparently it does today. So I'm going with it. And now I'm going to get out my Amy stamps and stamp the word embark, which is from the magazine page. Now, please play along. Use the hashtag #AprilNatGeoArt on Instagram if you want to. And because my stamps are not clean, I'm suctioning them onto the acrylic block with water and typing embark, stamping embark in that other little blank spot. And I love this page. It is totally different than what I normally do. And then I got my turquoise pen and colored the edge of that heart out. And there was a gap in the hearts at the top. So, and then I ended up putting another row of hearts at the bottom. I love this page. I love the fact that everything else is always so not primary color with me, but lots of color. And this is more frilly, girly, almost pastel-y because it is watercolor. Is pastel-y a word? I don't think so. Oh well. And I'm still using up that tape, which I don't like, but it works on things like this. So I don't like it because I fiddle with it all the time. It is good tape though, I have to say. So this is my embark page. Embark on a bike trip or embark on a road trip to Charlotte and go to the Container Store and spend a lot of money on organizational things. So I will see you all tomorrow. I think our page is going to be yellow tomorrow. Okay,